Oh, and welcome to Community Builds Week 6. I believe it's Week 6. I had 5 creations sent in this week. However, one of them I do not have access to. So, when I get to it, I will briefly mention who it is. And in the description where I list all the creations, I will have the link for that one, separate from the others, so you can tell. But either way, let's begin. I just alt-tabbed by accident. I forget the order of this week's vehicles, so either way, know that we start with this one. It is the almost perfect vanilla trophy truck by Dusty Red. And it looks really good. Like, for being vanilla, what? Is that a license plate for the suspension? Okay. Like I said, this looks like it's done really well. So there's a little battery in there. I like that. That's cool. Oh, the fan is spinning. Okay, you did put some good detail into this. That's one thing I like. You can do a decent, like not a decent body, but like a normal body. And then, like, this is the normal, typical vanilla body. And it looks good. But you then added all this little detail under it. And I'm really confused about this. It's really weird. Interesting 3-link, though. Like, where it attaches. I'm curious to see how that works. Yeah, it's a trophy truck, so I gotta do my drop test. Of course. Ah, suspension takes a second to raise, so that doesn't work. No buttons. Ooh, it's got caster. Oh, that's probably what that's for, to give it some caster. Alright. Rear wheel drive. And it has a hood, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's take it for a spin. It handles really good. Lots of understeer. But if you slow down a little bit so the front tires can grip, it doesn't handle too bad. And actually, when you get the back end to slide out, the front grips a bit better too. Oh, you have a beam suspension in the front. Okay. I am curious to see. Okay, so it looks like the spring just catches it from going too far up. And then looks like the same on the back. But I'm interested on the suspension, like, because there's pistons in the springs. And I didn't notice that until now. So I'm gonna go back really quick and check that out. Nice interior too, by the way. I like that. Okay. So if I lift it... Yeah, okay. So, there aren't any springs or anything directly attached to the suspension, which is different. I'm kind of surprised. And then okay. So I'm guessing Where does the... Okay, so, okay, yeah. So the piston spring unit here is one piece somehow. And then the piston is glitch welded into there to move that down or something. I don't know. That's really cool. I've never seen that done before. I would love to find out how this works, but I don't want to take it apart. And like, I'm confused with if it's just a spring like this, what's with the bearings on the top and bottom? Huh. I like it. It works. It's different, and I don't understand it, so it's awesome to me. Okay, so I forget which one the next one is, so I'm just going to Alt-Tab for a second. And then open which one it is. Okay, so it's the pipe car. This one. Pipe car by Mr. T. Ooh, okay. At first I thought it was just a basic, simple pipe chassis and suspension, but got some pistons in here. Okay, so it looks like it's just a simple chassis with simple suspension and that lowers. So let's try it out. See, on these videos, I like how I still get stuff like this. Just simple, easy to build things. Because if someone's watching that can't build like a full-blown trophy truck, this gives them a good idea of where to start, right? You don't need so many bearings, but in survival you'd need so many bearings, but yeah, this would work really well in survival actually. Put like a log cart here or something, or resource bin. And then when it's heavier, you could adjust the suspension. Either way. So it's got lights and it lifts. But bounce. You get to bounce. A little bit. Okay. It's fast. And it's really wide. The track width should really help with stability, and it does. It handles really well. I love watching the suspension just kind of bounce around and move. One thing I would recommend, since there is no steering on the rear, you don't need to put a stick out like that. You can make the arms themselves one block longer, or one pipe longer, and then attach it right at the bottom. But if you were to add, oh my god, I just had a flashback that, wow. Okay, if you were to take out this, right here, and put the wheel there, it would give you better suspension geometry, it would put less stress on it, whatnot. However, if you were to put it like this, and then angle the back wheels in a tiny bit, or tow them in, it would help the handling a lot, because it would make the rear end want to go in a straight line. And I think if... Ow. Just watching the suspension move as I jumped over that hill and whatnot looked really cool. But no, the little flashback I got is, I find I'm one of the rare people that, rare people that made the game I'm about to talk about, but I'm one of the few rare people that actually really enjoyed Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. And I used to make two buggies that looked exactly like this. So I'm honestly, even though it's simple and whatnot, I'm honestly really glad you sent me this, because it brought back an awesome old memory. yeah, that was the little pipe car. The next one that was sent in is the one that I don't have access to. So I will skip that one and move on to this one. Oh yes, I was excited. I'm excited for this one. Muhammad Fart made this one. And it's a Jeep. It's a Jeep XJ. And I love Jeeps. And the TJ, YJ, XJ, and the JKs and the JLs I absolutely love. And this is an amazing looking two-door XJ. So it's like an 80s, 90s, not Rubicon, but Jeep. It would have a, normally it would be unibody, so no chassis, but I like how you put one in it. It's a lot more detail. They look at exhaust too. Dual exhaust, X-pipe, kind of engine. N6? Yep. That would sound pretty good. Got a 3-link with panhard. Eaves in the rear. Just like it should be. Okay, so that doesn't open. Wow. You even put proper proper seat mounts. It's a really good looking interior. I really like it. Please tell me there's a hood switch. Is it controlled by the seat? Oh, no, it's right there. Yay! I like that. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6. So it's an MI6 on that side. So it would be more of an RB26? Because I'm pretty sure the Jeep Inline 6, there's an exhaust header on both sides, even though it's an inline. But it's awesome. Lots of little details. This is so cool. Late windows. What the heck has those? Spare tire in the back. Oh. Oh, that's a... Is that a button or a switch? Switcher. Signals? Working turn signals? Yes! Working turn signals. 4 ways. Headlights. High beams. And the hood. Because of where you put the switch, it's okay, you can open and close the hood with the driver's seat. But I'm really curious to see how this handles. That's an interesting way of doing the joints on the panhard bar, the track bar. Those leaves look really good on this. The only thing I'd like more about this is if it was the 4-door. Like, how do you get your cabs to look proper, like dimensional wise? I can never get the right height to width ratio, I'll say, on like my windows and stuff. So they always look weird. If you go and look at any of my creations, they all look pretty much the exact same underneath. Like my race car is built the same way as my trophy truck. But this handle's so cool. Like, the weight of it and the stiffness of the springs. Just the way it has proper springs instead of the normal like coilovers. Fenders proper, or the wheels go up into the fenders nicely. Bounces how it should. This is awesome. No. There we go. Oops. 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 I was trying to turn the lights off. There we go. I like how you did the taillights with the panels sunken behind the curve. Oh, stop, do they turn on? No. Stay. Your lights could use a little bit of work, but that is awesome. I really like that. I want to race it. To be honest, taking it around, not a super rough racetrack, but a decent bouncy one would be a lot of fun. Like even taking it off-roading somehow. Like finding a good or building a good off-roading spot because the grip in this game is really bad for the tires. It's really hard to make something that's good at crawling and whatnot. But last but not least, oopsie. Okay. Last but not least is right there is a Honda CR-V by the real Jesus. And it looks like it's an older CR-V also. I don't know much about the Honda CR-V, but I'm pretty sure it's a decent mid-size SUV that is pretty reliable. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about the real one, I don't know much about it. But detail on this one is awesome. I like how you can get all your detail with it still being small. Like, just for a little comparison, if I take this, yes, in general, of course, it's a bigger vehicle, whatever, but in real life, the body of the CR-V and the body of the XJ aren't that far apart. But it's the same issue I have with my vehicles. It's to get the detail and whatnot that I want, I have to make them huge. But you managed to do it in such a small package. And I'm not hating on the Jeep or anything, it's just managed to do things in such a small package. Nice. Ooh, it's got doors this time. ADD much? Okay, I have to open all the doors. As everything opens, I have to open everything. Where's the button for the hood? Ooh, the sunroof opens. It bangs. Okay, so. I don't know how to open the hood. There we go. No 4-cylinder. Or is it a 2? It's awesome. And it's all the way to be in the real one. It's just a little tiny eco engine. So the doors really quick. And take it for a spin. I like how you use the plates to get all the specific little body lines. Trim. Got little door pockets again. Ooh, you even got mud flaps. Ooh. All the little engine detail there. What light is that? Is it just the bulb? It's probably just the round bulb. Okay, I gotta drive this now. It's the little interior. Ooh, it's a 3-seater in the back. Didn't notice that at first. Lights look like they come on automatically. Trailing arm in the back, arm in the front. Lights come off when they should. First lights. Taillights should also be hooked up to S, but other than that... It looks really good. You have like a small city that you're building, this would be perfect for it. It handles really good too. That's another thing about with the smaller creations in this, is they tend to handle a lot better because they're light. And the weight in this game is just weird. I know they're working on the physics lately, but This handle's really good. Surprised. Engine sounds like a little putt-putt engine. I like this. Put like a little a Thule tote on the top, or surfboard or boat or something. Looks like it's all-wheel drive too. Full exhaust. The little details in. So yeah. It goes around corners like a trophy truck. So it's awesome. Okay. To get them all spawned. Do outro. I forget the order it came in again. That was last weekend. This one. Oh, hello. They drop it on the front of the Honda. And then the pipe car. Okay. So. Okay, there we go. The 4 creations. This, like I said, I got 5, but the other one wouldn't load. Or I don't have access to. So, as usual, thank you for the creations. This week I'm still surprised about the suspension on that trophy truck. I'm now remembering that you wanted me to read the description. I'm remembering that now, so I'm going to do that really quick off screen. So, the description of the trophy truck is, after 33 versions and 3 complete remakes, sounds like mine, I have come to the best trophy truck I could make. It features custom shocks that I made, which make the suspension less bouncy. I also added engine detail. The switches for the hood are by the front tires. Oh, okay. I hope you liked it. So I did miss that part. So I'm really surprised at how, like, not bouncy it is. Like, I've been trying to figure out how to do shocks to make things not be bouncy, and here you are doing it. So, but yeah, that's it for this week. So thank you guys so much for your entries, or your submissions, whatever you want to call them. And if you enjoyed, I look forward to seeing you next week. I look forward to seeing what's sent in next week. And thanks for watching.